Hey guys, it's Arx here and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, and I wanted to thank you all first for all the support that you gave to me last year, and I hope you continue to support my channel and me reviewing keyboards and switches. Now this is our first review for the year and we are back at it again with another keyboard review from Chilkey. Now continuing on their ND series, we have here their budget TKL. Today, let's all take a look and listen at the new NDTKL. But first, a quick message from today's video sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for all your PCB prototyping needs, and they do offer a lot of prototyping services from advanced PCBs, rigid flex PCBs, and even CNC machining and injection molding in case you also want to prototype your own keyboard. They're also having a New Year themed event contest in which you can join to get discounts and even win a $100 voucher. So if you are interested, check out PCBWay.com, links in the description. Also, a quick disclaimer that the board was sent over by Chilkey for a review, but I wasn't paid to make the review, and of course, I give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the board. I'll also place my affiliate link for the NDTKL down below in case you would be keen on getting the board. So what is the NDTKL? This is Chilkey's budget, pre-built in-stock TKL from the ND series. The board is full aluminum, tri-mode PCB with perky RGB, 2 mounting options, silica gel and elastic silicone mounts, and a quick assembly feature. Now the price starts only at $109, tax and shipping is not included. Now let's go ahead and unbox. We get the usual, the ND series box. Opening it up, we are greeted with the manual, and as usual, I suggest to take time in reading the manual. We also get the usual USB cable, 2.4 dongle, a screwdriver, extra cable, and accessories. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the board. We have the milky green colorway. Now this is the electrophoretic finish along with the 2 other colors, the white and the sky blue, and black being only the anodized finish. Let's check out the finishing quality on the milky green. Now on hand, I was very surprised because it has that very glossy finish. Like, this might be the glossiest finish I've ever seen on a keyboard or that I've ever reviewed. It also has the very smooth texture as well. I also didn't notice any graininess on the finishing. So for that, the quality wise is very good and up there for a $109 keyboard. Taking a look at the design, they keep it simple with a small badge at the corner which they call resin luminous tube module. The board also has this very nice cherry lip at the bottom bezels. Now bezel wise, they are thin on the sides and thick on the top. Side profiles has the box wedge look, and honestly the board looks like a very classic TKL. Now looking at the back, we have the special ripple weight design that adds enough heft to the board, and also has this very textured details and has that like raw aluminum finish with the ND logo at the center. Now for the pre-built, it has a nice PBT double shot cherry profile keycaps. The legends are crisp and it has a rough texture. For the switches, it's using the Kale Blue Lotus linear switch. The switches are really smooth and clacky. Just wait for the Soundtest. Default place is polycarbonate, but you can also have it on aluminum with the option of a non-flex cut or flex cut PCB. And I believe that's all you need to know about the NDTKL. It's a very straightforward keyboard from Chilkey. Let's now hear the sound test. Now for the sound test, what I did was a full no foam, so no plate and no case foam, versus a full foam, so plate foam and case foam. I also used the 2 mounting points, the silica gel and elastic silicone mounts, and also added some other switches. Now before the sound test, please do remember that it will vary depending on how you built your keyboard. So please do enjoy the sound test on the NDTKL by Chilkey. And that was the sound test on the NDTKL. Please do let me know on what you think about them on the comment section down below. Let's have some quick discussions, and also thank you for staying. Let's now talk about my overall thoughts on the board. Overall, I'm very happy to see how far budget and pre-built boards have come. Now, I'm not saying the first few ones like 2 to 3 years ago were bad, but right now, the price for what you're getting for, it's very worth it. For $109, in stock pre-built with smooth switches, high quality keycaps, and good finishing quality, not to mention the tri-mode option, quick disassembly feature. It's just such a good time for newcomers and beginners, and even for the hobby. Now, the feel of the board, it's very nice, though I didn't find any night and day difference between the two mounting points, and could have been better if they just added a top mount option instead for a 2 gel mounts. Now, both mounting points were very good. Silica gel is for that usual gasket mount feel, nice flex and bounce, while the elastic silicone mount gives more stiffness and feel to the board. Now, the quick disassembly, I think it's never going away like this. This has to be like a staple feature from boards moving forward. Now let's move on to my thoughts on the sound. Now the board sounds decent, but when I did the full no foam, I did hear some pinging resonance on the board, but it wasn't that aggressive as I expected, especially when I use a tactile switch. The pinging sound wasn't that noticeable versus using a linear switch. I wouldn't say it's hollow, it's just that it has some slight pinging on the board. Now, of course, with the foams, it sounded more subtle, but still has that full sound and doesn't have that foamy sound profile. I would say you can remove the plate foam and keep the case foam instead, as I feel this might be the middle ground sound for the board. I can say the board sounds full and has life to it, especially when I use the stock switches, just pure clack on the build. Just a slight pinging with all the no foams configuration. So overall, I really like the NDTKL because I like the design aspect on how simple it looks, as they manage to focus more on the build quality instead of the features, and feels like a complete and solid keyboard. I would definitely suggest this over the ND75, as this feels more premium in my opinion, from the finishing quality all the way to the sound and feel, and just looks like a very classic TKL. Again, the price to value, $109, it's really something to consider on what you're paying for, but of course I suggest to weigh down first your options on what you need, and of course, more importantly, base it on your preference. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed and you find it helpful for the review on the NDTKL. If you do, please don't forget to like the video, share if you want, and of course subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on the next review. Peace.